Well, I guess I'm gonna do this again. It's pretty hot out here today, though. It's not gonna be enjoyable. Alright, so here I am. Let me open this. Come on. It's very hot out here today. Got both my doors open. Somebody cut down a tree over there. I don't know. I think normally in these types of videos I talk about my life, and I'm not sure this is really the one. No, it's that one. Alright. So I'm gonna be looking at that. Alright. But nothing's really been happening in my life. And what's it called? I'm planning on going to GRCC. I feel like that's going to be the easiest option for me. And I am going to try to major in psychology, maybe. I don't know, it really depends on me at the time. And talking with the person that's there, if they're there. If they're not there, I'm going to be sad. But hey. It's pretty early before I have to work, so I can talk for a really long time on this one. But thoughts on my YouTube channel. Subscriber count doesn't really exist anymore. The whole subscribe button is not a real thing. It's a hoax. I got almost 1,000 videos. I think I'm gonna blow the banana slammer thing. I'm gonna blow it, because who am I really gonna be doing that for? Am I really gonna I feel like I'll just do it just then I feel like I accomplished something, because the feeling of accomplishing something is not really something that's really prevalent in my life. I more or less feel like a doormat most of the time, which is a pretty crappy way to feel. But that's just I guess you could say that's the way I formatted my life, in a way. I would say life overall, it comes down to yourself, and then just randomness. Everything has randomness slapped onto it, you know what I mean? But at this point, at this point, I can't really stock anything up to randomness, because I went to the stinking Grand River. That school sets you up for life, you know what I mean? You go there, and if you actually follow everything how you're supposed to, you get set up for life, you know what I mean? So it was all my fault that my future's garbage. I mean, that present me is garbage, I had a whole year. I started school early by a year, so I guess I had a year to be a big fat lazy slob, and I kind of used it. And at this point, if I don't sign up really soon here, I will die. But that's just all pressure. Life is pressure, so pressure you to do this, pressure you to do that, comes from everywhere, no matter what you do, you know what I mean? Whether you want to see it as that or not, Some people got different words for different things, Things are ambiguous at times. You know what I mean? But I talked about my YouTube channel, my life, work. Work is pretty mundane. It's gotten to the point where nobody, people there expect me to know what I'm supposed to be working on to better myself. But that's not always the most obvious thing where you just automatically know. So like, you know, I feel like I'm blind to what I really have to do to improve myself. You know. Uh, I like school. I already talked about all that nonsense. Work, YouTube, uh, music. I guess I barely. I guess you could say I scratched the surface on that type of garbage. I got very like like a baby spoon scoop of what actually goes into all that. And well, I can say that it's not like, I don't know, it is sort of like food to where you gotta hit that sweet spot and then everything just works. You gotta know it works. It is somewhat like food. You know what I mean? Like culinary arts or whatever. But like once you get like the one thing down, and you can just kind of do that over and over again. That's kind of what I realized. Finding that thing, it's not really the easiest thing. It's kind of hard to. But once you got it, you got it. Uh, I will say this though. I've been having a lot of dreams lately, and it's mainly about like centipedes. Centipedes all over me, all over everything, everywhere. Centipedes. And I was like, "What is this?" One time I searched it up, and it said, "When your dreams have just a whole bunch of centipedes everywhere," it was like that means like your entire life is kind of crowded by fear everywhere, and that's right. Everything in my life nowadays scares the crap out of me. I guess, if I want my life to be better, I can face my fears. I don't know. What's it called? My fears are childish at times, and they swing me. You know, I guess that's the one emotion that I haven't fully gotten under control. Is what I'm afraid of. I'm not courageous, I guess you could say. Yeah. And I feel like that part of me has sort of slowly been stomped out through time. Because I used to try a lot more outlandish things that I do now. Nowadays, I feel like I'm in a box, and everything outside the box is a landmine. You step on the landmine, you blow up, you die. I feel like if I go outside my box, I'll change into somebody that I don't know anymore. Somebody I can't predict, but that's what makes life more meaningful, more rich. Uncertainty, what's it called? There's the positive, there's the neutral, there's the negative, right? And positive things always kind of fade away. Negative things are, they sting and they hurt. Neutral things are bland. I kind of reached the point where I'm in the neutral. And I don't really see it as, I see it as where I am. And I am a little fed up with it. Being in purgatory is only as fun. Only seems as fun. Being in purgatory only seems fun when you're in hell. And I can bet my bottom dollar I've been there before. Being on the top of the world and being on high or heaven or really whatever you call it, it feels like it feels amazing. That's the best time of your life, Being in hell, it's deflating. It's defeating, It's like you reach the point, well, I reached the point where I'm like, what's the point of anything? I kind of fall into nihilism. And, nihilism is, it's as fun as it is destructive. What's the point of anything? That's what nihilism basically, the broad thing is, about it. Where's the meaning in anything? And that, it's like a double-edged sword. You screw up something, you're like, why did that even matter? Just thinking, what was the point of that? But then, like, you take the bad moments, and then you think, well, none of this even matters anyways. And then you're like, none of this matters. Why do I matter? But now I'm kind of in this neutral zone, and it's almost as if I feel constantly motivated to go straight into nothing. Everything seems bland and mundane. Like I said, I'm scared of everything but at this time, Don't see exactly a perfect way out. Except, like, trying to get out. Which, isn't really the easiest thing for me. I haven't felt motivated to do anything in a very long time. Last time I actually felt, a challenge, and then I overcame the challenge, and I felt awesome about it, was stinking school, But me in school, I would say everybody's dumb in high school. That's what I feel about that, me in high school. I feel like, yeah, I was dumb. Okay, I was dumb. I feel like I was trying to evade just saying I was dumb, but I was dumb. I used to put limits on myself and things like that. Let me see if I can check the time on here. No, you can't. But I used to put limits on myself, beat myself down. And, that's not really the healthiest thing. I used to put ultimatums on myself sometimes. And putting ultimatums on yourself is not really the greatest thing to do. I'm gonna put this down. There we go. That's a more classic view, huh? But anyways, putting ultimatums on yourself, that's never really a great thing to do, Saying, I can only do this much, and that's it. It's either this way or nothing else. It's like, you're not letting all that could be happen. That's not a good thing to do, you know. This world and its possibilities is rather endless, and you know, trying to put a lid on the biggest jar in the world, it's kind of dumb in my opinion. Me and my father have been once tried to think about how many sayings we could come up with in our head that we heard. Alright, but you know, the one that comes to my head now is like to each his own, you know, in this world. You get what you get, you reap what you sow. That's another one, you know what I mean? I didn't become a Little Caesars manager off of, you know, being that one idiot that just stands around on like ovens or whatever in the stinking walk-in, you know. What's it called? I busted my ass for this stupid collar. I carried the whole crew multiple times on occasion, you know what I mean? Carrying the team is not something I'm afraid of doing, I guess you could say. It's something I know how to do very well. And I feel confident about it. You know, I feel confidence nowadays. It's something I haven't been able to say in a long time. I am confident in who I am. What I believe, you know, I haven't fully explored everything and what I believe, and when it comes down to it, you know, I haven't really been pressured, so I don't really feel like I have the say to know what I be like. I know and I do that. No, I don't know, but you know, all I feel like I can really be confident in right now is how I feel and where I'm going. You know what I mean? Yeah. How did I do that, dude? How did I set this thing up? That makes no sense. Alright, so it's 40. Alright, so I'm gonna be here in 10. In 10 it says 6. But don't hit that guy's car. Alright, there we go. Hopefully there's no nut bags, you know what I mean? But as in for my channel name, I changed it all to Grovile. You know? Because I feel like I've earned it finally. I earned being able to say that I'm better than who I was. You know, that's a scary thing to say out loud now that I'm thinking about it. I'm better than who I was. It carries a lot of weight because I was a lot back then, you know. I was more motivated and everything, and you know. Now I would say back then, from where I am now, I didn't have confidence. I felt more motivated. I fear. Little sub thought. I was more happy because I got to annoy more people than I do now. If I annoy people now, I get more punished for it, you know what I mean? But now I feel as if, you know, I'm more confident, I'm more content, I am looking towards the future, more than I ever done in my life. This job has really changed me a lot for the better. Being around people that gone through things and stuff like that. What's it called? I might record when I'm leaving. It's gonna be all dark, you know what I mean? Who knows? It's 6 on my side, so as in like 6 minutes of this individual recording. So I have to go into work now. But random white lady. I'll be back. Alright, here I am. I'm looking at myself in the camera and I'm like shiny. Doesn't that mean I'm like sweaty? But anyways, here we are at night. And today's job was easy. Lack of challenge, if you ask me. Just being honest to you, But those days are alright, Don't really despise these type of days as long as there's challenge, in some days. Our mind has been more focused on challenge and the thought that I've been dodging my questions I've been throwing at myself. I'm gonna obviously skip the second one that I dodged my own personal questions that would probably make me grow. I'm gonna dodge those because we do not grow. Shut up. I did all that while having my eyes off the road, which is the safest thing at all times. What's it called? I don't really have many words, minus my own questions that I'm trying to dodge. What's it called? So, dedication, being loyal to something, doing it day in, day out, over and over and over. Repetitious things, tedious things, Those are the things I avoid, scared of. Because I know at this point I could do them and become better at whatever I'm trying to do. But if I just avoid them, the thought is maybe they'll go away, which is dumb. It's a dumb, stupid idea. Just the thought that if you don't think about your problems, they just go away. It's stupid. I guess I'm a victim to that thought. And what's it called there? Maybe the way that I construct myself in my head ultimately is how everything else is conducted outside my head. Maybe everything's always in my head, and only when I change my perspective on everything, things will be different. are like, when I challenge my own perception, maybe things will change then. Maybe there's no real point to asking such open-ended questions because the response can be infinite. I think I'm going to go to sleep now. This day has been quite the boring one. One of those days that you just forget that's what this day is. I'm gonna forget this day in about maybe like 12 hours. This whole day is gonna be a blur. It's not even gonna exist in my memory. This moment in time. Sometimes I really wonder, oh, that's him. Uh, if you don't, if you're the only person to experience something, did it really happen? You know what I mean? I feel awkward now within me.